Hey guys, what's going on? Pastor Greg here. Just want to give you a head sight. The first day of New Through 30. How are you guys doing, man? Man, it's been a great day. It's been a tough day. I wondered if you guys have had your time to do your New Through 30. If you haven't, it's not too late. Let me give you a little bit of insight. It was a challenge even this morning to do it, to get it done. Again, this is going to take some work. It's kind of like going to the gym for the first time. It's hard to get back in that workout groove and you get yourself there, but once you get there and you get into it, man, it feels good and you get your sweat on and all that. So, man, I hope you guys had a chance to read Matthew chapters 1 through 12. What I want to talk about is it's in chapter 11. And I was just kind of looking at it now and looking over that, and it's a part where Jesus is in full force. He's come on the scene, and he's come in effect. And what happened was John the Baptist is in prison. And John, if you remember, is that voice calling in the wilderness, the one that leapt in his mother's womb, Elizabeth, as she came in contact with Mary. And so he's the chosen one that's going to go out and prepare the way for Jesus. He's in prison, and it's interesting that he tells his disciples, the ones that are following John, he tells them to go and ask Jesus, make sure he's the one. Is he the one? And it's kind of always been interesting to me to think about that and how John is said to be the one calling and preparing the way, but yet when he meets Jesus, he baptizes him, doesn't want to because he knows he's the one, but later is in prison, has questions. And I think what's even more interesting, let me read to you a little bit that what says, it says here, John wanted to know, are you the one that's supposed to come, or should we look for someone else? And this is after he's already said, hey, you're the Christ. I'm the one that should baptize you. You should baptize me. But then check out how Jesus responds to this after he tells his disciples to say, look, man, tell them that the blind see, that those have received sight, disabled walk, and the diseases, they're healed, and all this stuff happens. But check this out. He says, what I'm about to tell you, verse 11, is that no one more important than John the Baptist has ever been born. I think that is amazing that Jesus gives his amazing credentials to this one that was just kind of questioning and wondering, is Jesus really the Messiah, the Savior to come? And we're kind of hanging out in our house right here. You may have heard in the background we had Christmas music going. And what it kind of got me thinking is, you know, we just celebrated this awesome event of Christmas, and we're just kind of got that post-Christmas blues sometimes, and we're excited about the one to come and the season of Advent and all this stuff going on. But then I think later on we're questioning, well, you know, is Jesus really here? Is he with me? And we have these same questions. If the one that Jesus calls greatest ever born has questions, I mean, how are we expected not to have questions about our faith? But yet what happens is Jesus affirms him and confirms him. And at the time that we have doubts, we're to look to Jesus for our affirmation. We're to look to his word and to be growing in his word and see him alive at well working. Man, this last weekend was an affirmation of that. If you were at Lake Point and you got a chance to go to services, man, you could feel God's Spirit there. It was amazing. The worship really was just awesome, and you know, God brought us a message, and I just again, those affirmation times, those moments where we realize, yes, in fact, God is here. He's alive and well, and he's working around us, through us, and people and lives are changing. So be affirmed in that. I hope you guys are having a great time doing your New Through 30, and I can't wait to follow with you. And as we do this as a family and we talk about what God is doing, I want you guys to post some comments to this, and man, just really looking forward to what you guys are getting out of this. Man, I'll see you guys soon. Man, jump in, dive in, enjoy New Through 30, and watch God transform not just our lives, but our church in this process. I'm excited about it. I'll see you guys soon.
Even when every mistake leaves me